Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Barca Show. Your host, Albert, the Barca man, of course. El Clásico. That's really what I want to talk about right now. Huge game, even though a lot is not on the line, other than our first place. We have to win. I'm going to keep this kind of short. I try to keep it short, but you know how I am. I'm trying to get my thoughts all scrambled up and trying to just compact everything into one nice, beautiful video. But here's what I think about El Clásico, and I have a picture up of what I think the lineup's going to be like. Okay, Real Madrid is critically needing massive help all around. Right now, they are not doing okay. They're not doing good in La Liga. With injuries, with just strategy, with the coach, a lot of things are not going their way, and that is why they're not even the top three in La Liga. But just so that we can get basic, I want to start off with our lineup. Okay, I think that we have an opportunity to just take advantage of them and not back down and just start defending. I think that we can really score against them. They are in very, very bad shape. They don't seem to have any kind of momentum in La Liga. They might have something going in Champions, but because they're still in the group stage, other like teams like Manchester United are not able to capitalize because they are also in a very bad spot as well. The group that they're in is not really a competitive group, other than Manchester United, and that's it. Basically, that's it. But in La Liga, we're talking a different world. We're talking about Barcelona, we're talking about Alaves, we're talking about Sevilla, we're talking about big time groups that have the advantage over Real Madrid. Even down to the very bottom of the table, there are groups that are capable of scoring against Real and winning against Real Madrid. So Madrid is not in a good position. I believe Barcelona will take advantage of them and will just utterly embarrass them at Camp Nou. Now, lineups. Here's what I think will happen, and I think we need to focus on what happened in Champions League, because there is a very, very interesting thing that we need to focus on. When Champions League came about, we performed absolutely great without Messi. It's like Messi gave them that power somehow from the stands to be able to continue winning, and the ability to perform at a high level was just amazing. Okay, everywhere, all around. I don't think anybody really got a bad grade, in my opinion. I think everybody who was starting in the starting lineup did excellent. Valverde did a perfect job. My hat's off to him for being able to put a good lineup against Inter Milan. Now, as far as defense goes, I think they all did well. I wouldn't change much. I think this is what it should be, and how Ernesto Valverde should continue this momentum heading into El Clásico. Jordi Alba to the left, Lenglet in the center, Piqué again center, Sergi Roberto. And by the way, I'm not even gonna talk about Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen should just be left there, and I'm not gonna say nothing because he's just an absolute monster of a goalkeeper. He is basically a wall, and you know, I'm gonna leave it at that. Sergi Roberto has come back. Valverde inserted him into the Champions League matchup against Inter Milan, and did absolutely fantastic. This is why the left back and the right back for Barcelona absolutely should be important, because they're just not defenders. If you're going to be a defender in those two positions, you're going to have to play offense at a high level just as good as a defense. It's almost like the number one thing you need to keep in mind is being an offensive player if you're going to be playing those two positions. Bottom line, these two positions right here make a world of a difference for Barcelona. With Messi, without Messi, it doesn't matter. These two guys are almost solely influence of what just happened against Inter Milan. They're solely responsible for the offensive attack that starts from behind, but it starts with these two guys. These two guys should be and have to be inserted into the lineup against Real Madrid and against anybody right now. Let me tell you why. Because first of all, Sergi Roberto can not only just play in the midfield, he can play at that right back. And that is what is so important about this individual. This young guy is becoming one of my favorites at this position. And he should be at this position, because right now Nelson Semedo is not doing well. He still needs to grow, or he's just not there. He's not there for this team like this young man. And I think that Sergio Roberto should be in the starting lineup. And I think he should be at this position. We have too many midfielders right now, and I understand that Sergio Roberto may be liking that midfield position a little higher, but I think this man deserves to be in this position for the time being, until Nelson starts getting better, or until something happens in the midfield, we start giving up, selling players, whatever the difference may be, whatever the situation may be. Sergio Roberto has become one of my best performers all around, and that's me being serious. Jordi Alba is I've talked about him a lot. You know what I think. He's a 5-star player all around. There's no reason for him to bench him against Real Madrid. But the ability that these two guys have when they go up against any team is absolutely amazing. With the lineup inserted against Inter Milan, these two guys connect very well up front with Suarez, Rafinha, Coutinho, Messi, Dembele, whoever's up there. They're geniuses. Sergio Roberto is becoming one of the most influential players in this team. He is becoming one of the best players in this team. Aside from Messi, this man can go up and become the best player in Barcelona aside from Messi. The sky is the limit for this guy. And that's all I'm going to say for now. Lenglet is still going to be playing because of Umtiti's recovering from injury, and Vermaelen, who is recovering from injury. I don't know the status of that, but you have to play him because he's got momentum as well. You saw what he did against Inter Milan. He almost scored. He played very well, coming back, connecting with Piqué. That chemistry is working, guys, and I see that coming to Real Madrid. That this chemistry between Lenglet and Piqué is finally coming to a fold. And it's finally coming, and it's starting to gel so well that Real Madrid is not going to be able to get past these two guys. Mark my words. Busquets is just a phenomenal player. Once again, I have nothing more to say about this young guy. He is great all around. The guy that needs to get inserted into the midfield at the left has to be Arthur. Arthur Melo is becoming one of my favorites. He has to be inserted. He is becoming like Xavi, guys. He is becoming like Xavi Hernandez. There's no doubt about this young man who has so much potential at such a young age. Right now, I'm a very happy Barcelona. You should be a very happy Barcelona fan, just as well as I am. Anybody else who's listening, if you're a Barcelona fan, be happy for this kind of team that's happening right now. For years, we have seen the best players come to Barcelona, and a lot of them have stayed, a lot of them have left, but we still have a consistent flow of that mentality of winning every single time we get on that pitch. And this is just another example, guys. Rakitic, another influence. I've talked about him. He should be in the lineup. He's doing well. It should be him starting in the lineup, and behind him it should be Arturo Vidal, the young Chilean, or should I say the veteran Chilean. Alright, we've got Coutinho and Rafinha in the wings. Yes, put Coutinho because he is the next guy who's going to be in that starting lineup. This is where I would tell you, I'm going to say it again. Neymar was playing this position. Now, Neymar did very well. But then, he started messing around too much. He said, I want to be better than Messi, and I'm going to do better, and I'm going to go to PSG, and I'm going to be much more happier being the number one man there. Well, guess what? It didn't help him out. Coutinho is the man now. That's what happens when you leave Barcelona for another team, and you think you're better than Messi, or you think you're better than the team, and you want more money, or the dad wants more money. That's what you're going to get. You now look at him now. He's unhappy. A lot of rumors circling that he wants to come back to Barcelona. I say no. This is the man right here. This is the man that's going to make the difference. This is the man that's going to get us to the next level in that left wing spot. Because he is so mobile. He is able to come in and help and assist anywhere around this pitch, and he will make a difference like that. This is why we paid millions of euros to bring this guy over, because we can afford one of the best players in Europe and possibly in the world. But I'll say Messi is the best in the world. Nobody can beat him. Guys, I'm fired up. I want this team to win el triple, the triple crown trophy. And this is the team that can take us to that sacred ground. And I believe in Philippe Coutinho. We have a very good young guy who connects very well with anybody who's down here, with all the midfielders, with Rafinha up there, and with Suarez. Anybody he is connected, he is going to make awesome moves, because he is capable of doing that, guys. He is capable of bringing goals. Dribbling is an outstanding dribbler. He is an outstanding possessor of the ball, just like Messi. Messi is the number one reason why Coutinho came to this team. And he has been influenced by Messi. We have Rafinha. I put Rafinha here because you know why? I think Rafinha should be inserted into this lineup because he did outstanding against Inter Milan. Absolutely a beast. We have a beast sitting in the bench. We have such great talent sitting in the bench. And Rafinha, I've always been a fan of Rafinha. I think that when he went, he went on loan, and I believe it was Inter. Don't quote me on this, but when he went on loan, he was a beast. He became one of the most influential players for that team. He came back and he still was able to come into this team and still make an impact, even though he was in the bench for all this time. Why do we want to sell Rafinha? I don't understand why. This man is going to get us to the next level. He needs to play in the starting lineup. I don't know where we could possibly put him. But he has to come into the starting lineup at some point when Messi comes back. You know what? Heck, put him as a striker. Whatever it is, put Suarez down. If Suarez is not playing well, sit the man down, put Rafinha in there, and he'll make you something for the game. He'll make a play for you. He'll do something that Suarez might not be able to do right now. That is how influential this man is. Because when you put Rafinha into the starting lineup, we saw it against Inter. He is able to make something into nothing. That beautiful pass with Suarez is a connection as to why I feel that Suarez is starting to come back into form. It was just a matter of time. Maybe he needed to, have Rafinha in there. I don't know. But I think that this is an absolutely great chemistry that's going on between Rafinha, Suarez, and Coutinho. The two Brazilians, the one Uruguayan. It just seems they all seem to connect. I don't know what to tell you guys. We have an outstanding bench right now, and we are headed. We're starting to get back into that rhythm again. We had a slump. We got to forget about that. Now it's time to move on and keep going. We have awesome players. We have 5-star players all around. I'm so excited because our players are starting to play like we used to play back in the old days. Back in the days when we started playing for those trophies. And we won those trophies. We won all 3 of them. Champions League, Copa del Rey, La Liga. We can do it again and again and again because this team is not going anywhere. We have youngsters in here that are on fire for us. Real Madrid is a thing of a past right now. I'm sorry to say, but Real Madrid is nowhere. They're nowhere near for us, and I expect us to win this Sunday. I'm not surprised if the score is 5-0. I'm honestly not surprised if we play like this, because most of our players are in form. Just let that sink a little bit, guys. We are in form and we are starting to play like all-stars again. And this is why I love this team so much, because the passion is there since the beginning. Even before when Messi was there. The passion, the excitement to watch this team play over and over again does not get bored. It does not start to fade away. That passion is there, and it should still be there. And let me tell you, from the very top, from Bartomeu all the way down to the very last player in the bench, to the B side, to the B team, to La Masia, this is what this team is capable of doing. Because all the whole mentality from top to bottom of this club is getting the best players, getting the best school for them, the best academy, and that is what it's about. And let me tell you something, our academy is not as it used to be, but we need to start getting better at that as well. And I believe we can do better. And that mentality has to grow every single day. And it's tough because all 3 competitions, Copa del Rey, Champions League, La Liga, they're all hard to play after one after another. It's very hard. So we need to stay focused like we always do. Stay positive, stay patient. The wins will come if we stick together, we play in the same mentality. We don't need no more trouble. We don't need no more bad influence, because we have what it takes to win. Okay, now that is over with, I want to go on with other things. First of all, now there's been reports about Malcolm leaving and being transferred. Let me tell you something, guys. We have a lot of good players in this team, and I've thought about this very much. Who is able to leave our team so that this man could stay, because I really am. I really like this guy. I really don't want him to leave. Malcolm has become one of the best players I've seen. He knows a lot about the club. He knows the way that needs to play. I wish that this guy could be played more. And, just like Arturo Vidal, he needs to play more. I wish this man could play more. He's not even going to Champions League. Sometimes he's not even in the bench to play for us. So there's rumors that this guy can leave. My heart dropped when if this guy leaves. And if the rumors are true, I'm going to be so heartbroken, because I want to see this guy play. I want to see him play with Messi. He is a good player, guys. If you ever see the highlights of him, this is why Barcelona went after him. And it's so hard to keep everybody. It's so hard to keep a roster and not be able to play talent like this guy. And there's talks about him leaving to Tottenham. There's talks about going into Italy. But guys, I want to just wish that this guy could play for us. But reality is, we have to move on. And I don't know what else to say about this man, but other than, I would love to see him play against, Alaves or any other team, Sevilla, or maybe Girona, or, but I wish I could see him play more, because he is a great talent. He's very young, and we went after him because we thought he was a great player. And Malcolm was going to be bought by Roma. And if you all remember, Barcelona came in and took him away. It's like they gave him a better deal. And I thought, this is awesome. He's going to be a great player. Nope. I mean, he's a great player, but I didn't see enough. I didn't see Barcelona playing him, and it just kind of just broke my heart a little bit. But nonetheless, he is one of the best players. And Valverde is willing to give him up. And this is something that I don't understand. I read an article saying that Barcelona chief executive Oscar Grau has hinted what Ernesto Valverde has decided to sell Malcolm. The winger has not managed to impress the manager, and they will be cashing in. They will be cashing in on him, according to the Sport. Arsenal and Tottenham are said to be leading the race right now. Both clubs have been linked with a 50 million euro move to the winger, who Barcelona hijacked from AS Roma in the summer. And this is the news that I want to break out. Aside from the lineup that I think should be played, but I just want to end it with this. We have so much going on right now with the club. We have a lot of things that we need to sort out with Malcolm. Perhaps we need to see what he has. And Valverde's got to give him more of a chance. I don't think that Valverde is giving him a chance. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. There it is, El Clásico. I hope it's emotional. I'm always emotional when I see them play. I hope this one is emotional. I hope it's not boring. I hope it's a high-scoring game for Barcelona. I think it will be. My predictions, if you ask me, I think it will be 4-1. Barcelona will just bury Real Madrid. They will continue on with the winning streak. They will head into Champions League. I believe that's the next match. And I think it's against Inter Milan. But I think I might be wrong. Just don't quote me on that. But anyways, whoever it is, Barcelona will go with momentum. And that is what this is all about right now. Alright. I will check you out later. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out as I'm barely starting the channel and getting people coming in and getting to learn and getting to understand. I'm all about trending the news, communicating the transfer windows, and communicating any kind of news in the club. So please join, subscribe, and like the channel. It really helps us out as a fan and helps you guys to learn about what's going on right now in the club. All right, check you out later. Peace.